Welcome into the Cavemen Media Podcast. Big show today, probably the biggest show ever. Biggest interview that we've done by far.
Blue check mark.
First
verified on Twitter.
First blue check mark of the Cavemen Media Podcast. Joey Gase, NASCAR driver. Interview is coming up soon for you guys. Before we get into it, though, make sure you subscribe to this podcast, interact with us, follow us at Cavemen Media. We appreciate you guys, and let's have fun. Interact with us. Send us some questions. You want to call into the show, call into the show. Tell a friend. Spread the word. We have fun with this, so we hope you guys enjoyed it just as much as we do.
Yeah, we had somebody on last week with a very hot take, the whole Roosters and Frickers debate.
Yeah.
I want some more people to come on with some hot takes. You got a hot take, call in. Let's debate.
It was a hot take, but he was wrong.
It was actually.
I wouldn't say it was a hot
take. It was a cold take.
Yeah.
Just got demolished.
It was a hot take because nobody fucking agrees with him.
That's true. What I love on Facebook is not one person agreed with him. Everybody's like, Roosters, not a question. Yep. Roosters.
Yep.
I'm like, yep.
So hey, if you disagree with something that we talk about on the podcast, call us up and we'll have you on and we'll talk it out. Make sure you stay tuned at the end of the show for the bloopers. If you are a family member of mine or my wife,
my mom, Chad.
Don't listen to the bloopers.
Chad, I know you're listening.
Wouldn't recommend
little
that.
sister Chloe, if you're listening still, do not make it to the bloopers.
Yeah, my stepdad, Chad, love him to death. Chad, once the music plays, stop, please.
Make sure to check out cavemen-media.com for all of your Cavemen merch. We appreciate you guys doing that and supporting us. ELE shirts are out. Everybody love everybody. Check those out. Those are hot. Bucket hats. It's hot outside. Cover up that dome. Let's get into it. So,
if you're watching on YouTube, the tanks
are sweet.
Guns are out.
Sun's out, guns out.
Where the guns at?
Right here, baby. Right here. That's all I got to say.
Right.
All right, here we go. Big interview. Big show today. Joey Gase, NASCAR Series Cup driver. Huge interview for us. It was a great time. We already pre-recorded this interview with him. He's a great guy, great driver. Take a listen. All right, welcome you on to the podcast. NASCAR Cup Series driver of the number 51 car, member of the Rick Ware race team, just finished his race last night at Kentucky Speedway. 58 career Cup Series races over the last 7 years, 241 Xfinity Series races with 3 top 10 finishes. Our new favorite NASCAR driver, Joey Gase. Joey, how you doing, man? We appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah, thank you for having me on.
Absolutely. So I want to get started here. You've been driving for a long time. You've started with the Xfinity Series a long time ago, back when you were 18, and then moved up to the NASCAR Cup Series when you were 20. At what age did you kind of get started into the racing world, and how did you get started into the racing world?
I started racing full-size cars when I was 14 years old, but I started to race go-karts when I was 8. And I did a yard cart and I yard when I was 4. And I got into racing and started racing because of my dad. He raced at a short track level at Hawkeye Down Speedway, which is in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, where we're originally from. And I can just always remember, I couldn't wait to go get to the racetrack every Friday night to watching my dad race, and during the winter, I couldn't wait for the season to get back going and start again. And pretty much ever since I can remember, I've always wanted and dreamed of being a race car driver.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. So have any of the older drivers in the Cup or has anybody mentored you or went out of their way to help you out as you've grown through the ranks?
There's been a few guys that, not only drivers, but officials and people from, other teams that, have definitely, put their hand out and helped me and offered advice, especially when I was first getting started in the Xfinity Series and stuff like that. And, it's definitely cool when, other drivers or other teams and crew members come up and tell you and say, man, I really see what you've been doing with the equipment you have and keep it up and stuff like that. And it's really cool and special when that does happen. It's the fans and TV sometimes they only see what's going on in the top 10 and stuff like that, and it's hard for people to sometimes realize or put in perspective. There's one race going on TV, but there's really 2 or 3 different races really going on the racetrack. A lot of different tracks. Everyone has the idea, or we know who we're really racing out there, and if we can beat that group of people, it's a great day.
Yeah, and the second part of that, who was your favorite driver as a kid growing up?
My favorite driver, I guess I had 2 of them growing up, in NASCAR, and that would have been Rusty Wallace and Kenny Schrader. Rusty, I was just always a fan of him. I didn't really know why for sure, but I just loved how good he was. And then the other one being Kenny Schrader. He would actually come race at our home track at Hawkeye Down Speedway year for a special where they race dirt late models on asphalt track. And I just always remember going out there and watching Kenny, and just remember him, always being so awesome with the fans and signing his own autographs and talking to him. He'd be out there for hours just signing autographs. And the other thing I loved about Kenny is that he didn't care what he raced. He would race every night of the week as long as he was racing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So, Joey, what would you say is your favorite track to race at?
Man, that's a tough one. There's a lot of tracks that I really love going to, but overall, I definitely love the short flat tracks the most for sure, like the Richmonds and Phoenix and Iowa and tracks like those. But I also really, love the super speedways. The type of racing they create there is always super exciting, and the other great thing about it is that it's normally a really big equalizer for the smaller teams, and give us a fighting chance to get a really good finish. But not only that, you always have a chance to actually win, and we have seen that over the years with a little small team that normally doesn't have a chance to win, actually pull one out and win. And we've been fortunate enough a few times on the Xfinity side to get a really good finish. One of those being 5th at Talladega, and that day we qualified second to last. So any other track you definitely cannot do that.
Awesome, Joey. So my question is, so you just raced yesterday on a Sunday. How do you get ready for the next race through the week? What's your preparation?
There's lots of things to do. I always work out. I have a trainer that I work out with during the week, and it's definitely been kind of hard to sometimes find the right times and days to do it, especially when we're racing multiple times throughout the week on Sundays and Wednesdays. But other than that, I watch film from the past race there, the lines and the grooves and what people are doing that works well for them. And then we also go over what we call the S&T data, which is actually data from TV as far as driver's lines and throttle traces and brake traces. And with that, I'm able to go back and look at if there's a track I raced at before with the team. I can actually go back and see what I did there before and worked well. But not only that, I can see what worked well for my teammates and other cars as well, and then try to overlay that with what I want to do going into that weekend. So especially without practice and stuff like that, you can have a little more of an idea of how much throttle and brake you're going to need to get to a corner before you get there.
Awesome.
So Matt asked you there, he asked you about what it's like on like a Monday through Friday kind of grind preparing for a race. What's it like day of race, kind of getting your mind right for the race, mental preparation, physical preparation, and how do you get your mind right? Any special rituals that you go through day of race?
There's a few that I guess I do that I always do. That I
Anything out of the ordinary that you have to do?
Not a whole. I mean, the biggest thing that it's so strange that we do right now is that that all the drivers have to be quarantined before we get into a race car. So we're either in the driver lounge or in our RVs or just sitting in our street cars before about basically 10 minutes before the race, where then we can walk to the car and get ready. And for me, that's just so weird. I'm someone that's normally likes to be be with the team in the hauler, or maybe helping the car ready before it goes through tech, and maybe even walking through tech with it. And now we can't do that. It's definitely a strange feeling. And I tell people sometimes it's almost like being in the Hunger Games for the national anthem. Normally there's fans everywhere, and the person's there live in person singing the national anthem, but now they're at a different location, and everything's just over the intercom, and there's absolutely no fans there. It's just the drivers and the crews, no one in the stands, and you have a bunch of drones buzzing over your head. So it's quite kind of it can be an eerie feeling sometimes, but definitely once you get back in the race car and your helmet on, and then it's just like any other race, and everything goes right back to normal, and you have the right set of mind in your head, and you're ready to go.
All right, here's another question. So, you've been racing a long time, obviously. Have you had any scary moments, bad wrecks, anything like that?
Yeah, definitely. I think pretty much, anyone that's been racing for as long as I have has, wrecked a bunch of times. Unfortunately, it's just part of it. Obviously you try to keep that to a minimum, and there's always, freaking nature stuff that happens every once in a while and stuff like that. But the biggest wreck actually that I can remember was inside a late model. One being at Rockingham, where we everyone knows how fast and rough and hard Rockingham is, and this is when there wasn't a barrier there. I had a trailing arm brake on my late model, so the whole rear end housing just flopped around everywhere, and somehow I hit the wall with every part of my car, and that was definitely probably one of the hardest hits that I've ever taken. But in the NASCAR and Xfinity stuff and Cup Series stuff, there's been a lot of hard hits as well. But that's stuff that you just try not to think about, and just keep moving forward in the right direction for sure.
Yeah, understandable.
Hey, Joey, I want to talk to you about the events down in Talladega, if you don't mind. I know that the whole situation with the noose, and it came out that it was there long before Bubba Wallace had gotten there. But I just want to know what that moment was like the day of the race, when everybody kind of pushed Bubba Wallace up to the front of the race, and just kind of that moment of everybody coming together, and what that was like. Because I watched it on TV, and it gave me goosebumps, and I couldn't imagine what it was like to be there.
Yeah, absolutely. That's one thing, and I think all sports, but especially in racing and in NASCAR, that one minute we can be yelling at each other and bitching each other out and trying to kill each other, but the next minute, we are one big family, and we're with each other each and every week, and we do have each other's back. And time and time again, no matter what the circumstances, I think it's pretty cool to see how all the drivers and the crew members and just everyone in NASCAR, come together and has each other's back. And I think that's one thing that is so cool and so awesome about our sport, for sure.
Absolutely.
So outside of racing, what are some of your favorite hobbies, or video games or TV shows you like?
Honestly, if you ask my wife, my favorite hobby is racing. I race as much as I can, and when I'm not racing in NASCAR, and I have a Phenom Phantom go-kart that I race in the D&Q series a lot here in North Carolina, which is a bunch of fun, and I race at some other tracks every once in a while as well. And we also go back home to Hawkeye Down Speedway and race when I can back there, either in a late model or a modified. And it's racing is something that you gotta love to do it, to put so much time and passion and sacrifice into it. It's not only your own time and sacrifice; it's your whole thing. You have to put everything into it, from not only the time but the money and just everything that goes into it. But as far as TV shows, my two favorite would definitely probably be the Office and that 70 show.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Big fans of both.
Yeah, but now, being Caitlin and I, we just had two identical twin boys, and in December. So between that and racing and everything going on, we really don't have much spare time anymore. That's for sure. But it's definitely been a life changer for sure having a Jason Parks in our lives now. But it's definitely a positive for sure.
This question was sent in by one of our fans, and he wanted to know what it was like to be in the car for 200-plus laps. And then a question I always had also as a kid was, what do you guys have to do when you have to use the bathroom?
Yeah, it's the hardest thing to get prepared for is just the pure heat and how hot it is in the cars when it's really hot outside. And each track has its own different challenges, just besides the heat too. Like Bristol, it's so fast and so much G's, you literally never have a second to catch your breath unless the caution comes out. We're doing 15-second lap times, and I legitimately have to remind myself sometimes to blink with having contact and making sure my eyes don't dry out. But it's something that we try to hydrate pretty much leading up to the whole week of the race, and try not to drink much caffeine or soda, and just try to hydrate as much as I can. And the other hard thing is too, you can work out a ton, but I think the best way to get you ready to be in a race car and race for that long is to be in the seat. It's hard to work those exact muscles that you need to work in a race car that in the gym, so it's you definitely get in better shape as the season goes on. But it's definitely it's crazy. Some of the racetracks you think that won't be so bad or so hot in the car, those are sometimes the worst. So it's definitely something that can be daunting task for sure. And those who don't quite understand how physically, and not only physically but mentally demanding it is. Some of them are like, "Oh, I drive down the street, I never get tired, I get bored." And say, no, you never you never get bored in a race car. It's hard for people to grasp what it's like. They think driving down the street is close to the same, but it's just nothing like it for sure. I guess the easiest way to show somebody is just going to a good go-kart track where they have go-karts that maybe go 50 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And you can put a whooping on them there, and they are normally pretty worn out after doing a 10-minute race.
Yeah, I love a good go-kart. Hey, man, we're going to let you go. I appreciate you taking the time. I know you got a race to prepare for. You're at Bristol Motor Speedway this week, so good luck there. Congrats on the twins. Stay safe. Good luck the rest of the season, and we can't wait to watch you.
Okay, well, thank you so much for having me on, guys.
Absolutely. Hope to do it again sometime.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Appreciate it, man. Have a good one.
Bye.
Joey Gase, everybody. How'd you guys feel about that interview?
It was great.
Great, yeah.
Amazing interview. Even better guy. I mean, he has a fan for life in me.
I
Absolutely.
really appreciate him coming on.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe, if you're
Awesome.
listening, give us a link or something to get some merch, because
Yeah,
we're in
absolutely.
Yeah,
already.
we'll support.
Would love to put up some
Sure,
Joey
he
Gase
had
merch right
1,000
here in
better
the
things
studio.
to do than talk to us, but he took time out of his day.
Also, if we could get a flag, that'd be perfect to hang up in the
A
studio.
flag would be perfect. Joey
Yeah.
Gase flag in the studio. I mean, he has two twins, so I mean,
yeah.
that's got to be
Gotta
keeping
be
his
busy.
hands full.
Speaking of flags, we totally forgot our flag again.
Oh man, you did. We took a picture with it though over the weekend.
Well, Drew mentioned something to me this weekend. He was like, I asked him on the golf course if he had the flag, and he said, "No, I gave it to Cody because he's an irresponsible adult." I would
He's a
forget that thing
responsible
every
adult.
single
I
time.
brought it to the golf course, so I mean that was important.
We got it
We
there.
got a
That's
picture
pretty good.
together, So
I was
it's
told
actually it's in my car right now.
I was told I look cute in that picture, so that's good.
By who? Your
my,
mom?
my girlfriend.
Mom.
Connor, you look
What'd she
really
say about
great.
the rest of us?
I'd rather not say.
All right, we hope you guys enjoyed that interview again with Joey Gase. Also, make sure you guys are ready to go for the Cornhole Tournament coming up this weekend. If you pre-register, you get a free Cavemen Media t-shirt. Again, that is this weekend, Saturday, July 18th. Pre-register now. Register at the tournament, 12 to 12:30. Tournament begins at 1 p.m. at Sparky's Lounge right here in West Carrollton, Ohio. I cannot wait. Cannot
super excited.
wait.
Oh, yeah.
I'm hoping for a top 20 finish.
Well, that-
Well, there's only 20 teams, so
Exactly.
We are estimating about 20 teams right now. I got my new bags in the mail today.
Yeah,
Cody
Cody's
has
all
gone
in.
all in on this
and then,
cornhole.
listen up.
He always does this.
Yeah,
You go all in on
I'm all in
everything.
right now.
Yeah.
It
Matt betting, he might as well just throw the money on the table and let us take it, because that's typically what happens when Matt bets.
Yeah, I don't
and
make
you still owe
smart
me
bets.
$50. But
Hey, when
on
you got
top
money
of-
like Matt, you fucking bet on anything.
I
You
don't
know?
have money like that.
on top of that, not only do you the whole cornhole tournament a day full of fun, afterwards the Cavemen Media crew members are gonna hang out, drink with you, get to
say,
know us.
What's better than hanging out with your boys all day?
We
playing
will
some-
likely
playing some cornhole.
be at Sparky's from 11 a.m. till 1
Probably.
a.m.
What
or
time-
Whatever time they
I was
close.
saying, what time they close?
Yeah, so
One.
we'll be there all day, all night. So come hang out with us for the tournament. Even if you
Smoke
suck
some
at
cigars.
cornhole and you don't want to play in the tournament, that's fine. Just
Yeah,
come
sm-
hang out with us.
Smoke shop right next door.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
get some cigars.
I'll celebrate a first place cigar after the cornhole tournament, hopefully.
Yeah. Whatever you say.
Something we didn't talk about last week. I want to give a quick shout out to Drew. Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
Happy birthday,
thank
Drew.
you.
How old are you?
Hey, happy birthday.
25?
31.
26? 23?
25.
Oh, I would say you're
He's
way younger
25.
than Cody. You guys were in the same grade.
Yeah, I'll be 26 here in a couple months.
Yeah.
Drew was the baby of the class.
Yeah, I think if I wasn't the youngest, I was damn close.
Damn close, for sure. Make sure you check out the Cave Babes podcast, at Cave Babes podcast on all your social medias.
Not Cave Babe's pod, actually.
Yeah,
but
stay
Pod.
tuned. We'll give you a nice
On the
little
podcast.
Cave Babe review.
We're gonna do that right now, actually. So their new show is out. So we're gonna give you a quick. So on their last episode, I believe this was actually maybe 2 episodes ago. They asked each other what they would do with a shitload of money, essentially, if they won the lottery.
lottery, yeah.
What would they do?
They were super responsible.
And all of their answers were, "Oh, I'd pay off debt. I'd buy a house. I'd make sure the family's taken care of." Well, they can do that. There's plenty of money to
the
go around.
fucking boys
What
are going.
we gonna do
We're
with
going
that
to
money?
Pebble Beach fucking
Nah,
tomorrow.
I'll tell you exactly what we're going to do. First, we're going to hit Vegas, because why the fuck not?
No.
True.
Next, we're going to go play some golf.
Yep.
Pebble Beach.
And then, we are going to be a little responsible. We're going to buy some studio space.
Yes.
Yeah.
Upgrade our equipment.
Connor's just going to be our financial guy, I guess.
Well, we're gonna quit our jobs, work Monday through Friday, 10 to 3 p.m.
Yeah.
I
doing
was
the
thinking
podcast
10
stuff.
to 1.
Yeah,
But
so lucky for you guys, if we hit the lottery, you'll have a daily Caveman Media podcast.
Absolutely,
Yes,
yeah.
If
So
anybody wants to go ahead and put some numbers in for us, that'd be great.
yeah, if you win the lottery and you want to send it our way, that's
Donate
totally
it.
fine. We will release a podcast. We will release
2 a day.
2 podcasts a day for you if you do that.
I know, I'm
we
buying
will
a boat,
change
too.
the name of this podcast to your name also.
You will be the
sole sponsor.
exclusive sponsor of Cavemen Media. So yeah, I mean, if we won the lottery, they can take care of the good stuff. We're gonna have some fun.
too much fun.
Probably, yeah.
Ah,
Probably.
Yeah. Sorry,
can't-
babe.
Yeah.
it's
Sorry.
running through my head right now.
I'm thinking, how much golf can I play? What kind of truck could I
What
buy?
kind of boat could we be on the water
I'm
with?
definitely
Yeah, I
buying
mean-
a boat.
Yeah.
Might just buy a
Cody
lake.
will have the truck to pull the boat. We'll have the
Dude.
boat.
I got it. Deep sea fishing charter. That's
Nope.
what we're
I'm
buying.
out.
I'm
I'm
out.
out. Fuck that.
You
Deep
guys
sea,
go
I'm
ahead.
going deep sea fishing in a couple weeks. It's the best
No,
thing
I don't
ever.
like the
You guys
ocean,
go ahead.
and
I'm
I
good.
don't like fishing.
I'll sit on
so-
the beach and drink a beer.
Yeah.
All right.
Lame.
Well,
All right,
Whatever.
so let's bring it to the table. Yeah, shout out K-Babes, check them out. Let's bring it to the table. Connor and I had the same thing. I got a new one here, but Connor,
I
go
actually
ahead.
had
I'm
it
going to pull
first.
up a picture for you guys on the computer. This is something that is
For you
circulating
guys,
the
as
internet.
in us. So yeah, this is something that I'm very passionate about. That is appetizers.
yeah.
Big
yeah.
appetizer guy. So there's a 4, 8,
Oh,
12,
boy.
16 appetizers. Should I read them all off, or should we
Yeah,
just...
go ahead
No,
and read
yeah,
them all
read-
off
read 'em all
quickly.
off.
All right, you got mac and cheese bites, sliders, calamari, wings, fried pickles, guac, nachos, mozzarella sticks, crab cakes, fuck that, hummus plate, quesadillas, pretzel bites, potato skins,
Burrata
salad, cheese curds, and spinach and artichoke dip.
Might as well,
can we
might as
all-
well just get the salad
So
out
real
of there.
quick, let's go ahead and we'll get rid of the salad. We'll get rid of
Wings.
the hummus plate.
Crab cakes.
We're gonna
that
get
out
rid of-
there.
I
Get
think-
rid of the wings.
Wings
dude. That's
in
a
our
meal.
neck of the woods.
Wings is an
entree.
entree.
Yeah.
Wings are that's our meal.
Even
so
the
we'll get rid of
even the
that.
sliders. I mean, if I want a slider, I'm just
Sliders
gonna
are
get
a
a burger.
meal as well.
Okay, I think we're out on the
Anyway,
hummus
anyway.
plate as well,
Yeah, yeah.
and the
yeah.
crab cakes.
No,
So-
no, no.
Which one?
You gotta
Crab
pick
cakes
2,
stay.
right? That's the rule. You pick 2.
We can pick 2 or 3.
I
Well,
do.
since we just
I think you
eliminated
picked
half of the
2.
fucking thing, we'll go with 2.
You pick
Alright.
2.
So you're buying appetizers for the table. What are you going with?
Cheese curds, A1.
Fact.
Depends where you
Fact.
get
A1.
them from, though.
No, A1.
True.
Regardless. A1.
Man, this is tough.
This is tough.
I know you outed it, but you can't beat a good crab cake.
I'm out on the
I mean,
crab
I would need a
cakes.
crab cake. If you ordered that for the table, I'd
Yeah.
order another appetizer because
I like crab cakes, but there's so much stuff on this list that is better than crab
Yeah.
cakes.
So I'm gonna go ahead and go with my
anything
top
crab.
two.
Go ahead, Connor.
First off, I don't know what the hell those mac and cheese bites are, but they look delicious. But I am gonna go with pretzel bites, and I gotta go nachos. Gotta go
Yeah.
nachos.
You're wrong.
There's my
Wrong.
mouth is watering right now just looking at this, but I'm gonna go.
My next would be cheese curds, potato skins.
cheese.
Well, you don't have a
can't- You can
next.
only pick one.
Yeah, what-
I know. I'm just saying. You said two actually,
I'm just gonna name all
but
of them here.
I'm just fucking saying I'd probably pick all of them. Yeah.
They're all pretty. I mean, I
Like I
could
said,
I
I'm
could live
passionate.
on these appetizers
Yes.
forever.
Absolutely.
I would go calamari. Calamari is banging.
It is.
I've
I'm
only
sorry,
had
can
it
you
once, but
point
yeah,
that-
it was hard
okay.
the whole time I ate it.
Have you
and
had
then-
Olive Garden's calamari?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Banging.
My last one would probably be cheese curds. Now, don't sleep on the spinach and artichoke dip.
Facts.
That nah.
Oh,
I'm
it
out.
bangs,
it.
bro.
I'm out.
I am
At
out.
Applebee's, bro.
Love it.
out.
Oh, so good.
I don't see queso on there though. So
Queso's not on
that's
there.
only for Mexican restaurants.
Chips and
you know.
guac though.
So
Out on guac.
I'll take over.
Go ahead,
I'm gonna
Drew.
go cheese curds.
Yep.
Number one. Period.
Big fan of cheese curds.
Then I have to go fried pickles, boys.
Yeah,
I was
you're
wondering
an
if
asshole.
anybody was gonna pick the fried pickles. we
Yeah,
should have done
no.
a draft of this
Yeah,
right here. That's what
fried
we should have
pickles
done.
with the spicy ranch at most places.
Oh yeah. Matt,
So I think chips and guac or chips and queso should be kind of a free thing when you go to a restaurant.
maybe,
It's,
but
it's very cheap, but crab cakes is number one. If I'm at Rooster's, I'm gonna go mac and cheese bites every time.
Ah,
Yeah,
But,
they are banging there.
You can't beat a good mozzarella stick.
so time out real quick. You're telling me
It really
that of all
depends.
that food up there, you just said your number one appetizer was crab cakes?
Yes. Anything crab
What the
related,
fuck
I am
is a crab
choosing.
cake?
That was the worst thing I've ever heard you say.
You are
I
the
think.
worst
Yeah.
person I've ever met in my life.
That's fine.
Matt,
but you just,
hold on.
if you're listening and watching, tell Matt he is a dumbass.
You must have never had a
Matt.
legit crab
I
cake.
have, but there's so much good food
Okay, I'm
up there.
choosing.
Matt.
I would choose crab cake over everything on there.
What is a
my
crab cake?
God, who
It's
cares?
a crab cake. It
They
has a
are
little bit of
delicious.
crab in it.
They
It's
are
like
delicious.
baked. It has.
They're
it has,
good, but
it-
mac and cheese bites, calamari, nachos,
You go-
guac, quesadillas, pretzel bites, cheese curds, spinach and artichoke dip,
And
potato
crab
skins.
crab cakes.
And you're going crab cakes?
crab cakes every
Matt.
time. You ever go to the precinct in Cincinnati?
Crab
Try
cakes?
Oh
Well,
my
that's Jeff
god.
Ruby's, dude.
Just-
That's a whole different category.
Well, have a crab cake from a real restaurant.
Have you been to Sweeney's in Centerville?
I didn't know that was more than a car place.
A real restaurant.
Sweeney's seafood restaurant, Centerville.
Sweetie.
Best crab cake you'll ever eat.
See? Crab cakes. This guy knows.
It is. Chelsea will vouch. They are delicious.
Like,
If
if
you
you get a good crab cake, you cannot beat it.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about a crab
Dude,
cake from Red
they-
Lobster.
No, listen to me. They drizzle like
cheddar
a
bay
sweet
biscuits?
and spicy sauce on it.
See, I'm
oh my
all
God.
in on that. Well, minus the spicy, but
Pussy.
I don't know.
I didn't say crab cakes weren't good. I just didn't say. I said they're not number
No,
one.
you
No,
pretty
they're
much
not
said
number one.
they
I'll
were
agree.
trash.
Moving on. My table segment, sticking with food though. Today, actually, Monday, July 13th, is National Fry Day. French fries.
Damn.
So I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but that is today.
I love French fries.
So my question to you is, who is the best? Where is the best French fry?
All
Thanks.
right, all right, all
Thanks.
right.
I'm gonna go Checkers.
I'm talking fast food, sit down restaurant, anywhere in the world.
Tanks.
Best French fry.
Checkers. Or what
And
do we
or
call here?
Rallies.
Rallies here.
Yeah, you're an idiot. I'm gonna go. It's Applebee's / Chili's because they have the exact same fries.
You
Thanks,
are a
dude.
moron.
Tanks all day.
Tanks is,
Okay.
very, Tanks is very good.
Tank,
yes.
anything from Tanks is got my vote.
All right,
Real quick. Let's just go fast food because that's a
Okay,
little quicker. debate.
that's my number one. First thing that comes to
McDonald's.
mind.
McDonald's?
If you get
McDonald's.
hot, tons of salt French fries from McDonald's,
Oh my God.
Nope.
nothing
Oh my
beats
God.
it.
How many
They're
times do you
okay.
go through the
God.
drive-through and get hot fries from
Not
McDonald's?
much.
One
but-
out of 10.
Yeah,
20,
one out of
you have
10.
a 20% chance.
Yeah, but that one
happening.
time.
But that one
Oh my
time
God.
when you're driving home and you're bashing those French fries before you even think about eating anything else, nothing better than
Oh
hot.
my
I
God.
still go
French fries.
Checkers or Rallies, whatever you want
I
to call
go. Well, depending on this place, if this place is considered fast food, I'm gonna go Burger King. But the other place is.
it. Why would that
No,
not?
Burger King's fries are disgusting.
I mean, the drive-through sucks.
the next place is what I was talking about. Penn
Okay.
Station.
Oh, yeah.
That counts. Yeah, that's
Oh,
fine.
yeah.
Penn
I'll go
Station,
Penn Station.
good, but can be a little soggy
A
sometimes.
non-chain one that's pretty good is you've had at Steak Time.
Steak Time slaps.
Yeah. They have good fries.
I recommend the cheese fries though.
Yeah.
They're euros.
Oh,
are
cheese
where it's
fries
at.
anywhere.
Well, see, they use shredded cheese
Yep.
and then let it melt.
Big fan.
Just like
Like
Skyline.
Skyline's
Super good.
cheese
Yeah.
fries.
Ooh, big fan.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't
yeah.
like the nacho cheese on my fries.
Drew, what are you bringing to the table today?
I'm a little ill prepared. Let me pull it up. All right. So I just got 5 basic questions for you guys.
What's up?
Just conversation starters, just some real easy questions here. So, Connor might be able to answer this better than us, but I got a really good one.
8 inches.
That's 5 inches too generous. But, what is the best Wi-Fi name you've ever seen pop up on your phone?
Oh, that's mine. Easy.
Go Steelers.
So my Wi-Fi is Brown's house. My password is Steelers suck. So that's got to be number
So,
one.
hack Cody's Wi-Fi. There you go.
Yeah,
fine, I
what the
don't
fuck? Why would you put that?
What's wrong? I mean, what are they gonna do?
Pull up front in his van
You,
and
you got a point. Nobody who listens probably knows how to hack your shit.
What are they
Or
gonna do
where
if
he
they
lives.
Yeah, they don't know where I live. I don't
Fuck,
have
no,
nothing
I'm
to
just kidding.
hide. Take my Wi-Fi, borrow it. I don't care. Enjoy.
Connor?
Steelers suck.
I don't know, honestly. I did see
You
one that
suck.
said not your fucking Wi-Fi. That was pretty good.
That's a good one.
what was the one when we were a kid? Like FBI van, surveillance van, or
Oh,
something.
yeah,
that was
that's
all over
funny.
the place.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm not going to say the name, but I was at this barber shop one time, okay? And, I'm waiting, so I'm looking through my phone, and the Wi-Fi pops up. And not as quick as it pops up, they're talking about, so there's apartments above the barber shop. And they're saying how they don't get along with the tenants of the apartment.
I think I know exactly what
lot of
barbershop
dog-
you're talking about.
Probably not.
Okay.
But then the Wi-Fi names pop up, and the first Wi-Fi name is "They'll fuck up your hair."
That's hilarious.
I was
That
like,
is so good.
I'm like, what better to live above a barbershop and your Wi-Fi name be "They'll fuck up your hair"?
That's good. What else you got?
Okay, next question: what movie scared you the most as a child?
The Ring.
I have
The
to say
Ring.
Saw.
When that bitch comes through that TV,
Yeah.
I'm out.
Saw was mine for sure.
So I don't know the name of it, but they were like in a hotel, and there was like some guy outside killing, and then he broke into the window. I don't
Hostel.
remember. Maybe
I don't know.
I don't. But it terrified me as a kid.
Not a big movie guy.
The Halloween remake,
Okay.
the Rob Zombie one, scared the living shit out
Is
of
that
me.
recent or when you were a
No,
kid?
that's like 2007.
No. Oh, okay.
You know what was
I've never
another
seen
another
any.
one that kind of scared me was the It series, but Chucky.
Yeah,
Chucky
scared the
was-
shit out
yeah.
of me. I also don't know the name, but the guy with like the needles in his head scared the shit out of me too.
I don't
I
know.
don't know that one.
God, what's that called? I know what you're talking about.
Pinhead?
No,
No.
that's who you call him Pinhead. I was about to say that. No, it's not that.
All right, next question: if life was a video game, what is one cheat code you would have?
Unlimited body armor.
Yeah, no, body armor. I would go unlimited.
So mine was
Health. I was going money, but yeah,
Yeah,
you're
that was
probably
mine.
right.
That's
like-
what I would
money.
say. I
Yeah,
was saying
mine was
him.
Grand Theft Auto, like the
Yeah,
unlimited
definitely.
money cheat code.
Give me
Yeah.
the
No,
I
weapons.
didn't.
Give me the money.
How do I transfer all that bank money to my account?
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll lose. All right, I'm gonna change mine. I'm gonna do the wanted level, lower the wanted level,
No,
so I can do
why-
whatever I want, and just lower the cops will go away.
True.
All
That's
right.
not bad.
So I know we kind of did this one, but I'm gonna spin it a little different. If you were arrested, what would your parents assume you had done?
I'm not even gonna. Oh man.
I will go first. They'd probably think I killed my brother.
Okay, all right.
That wouldn't be mine.
Cody, I don't even know what the fuck Cody would go to jail for.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe I got in a fight with a Steelers fan. or
Partying
something.
too hard at a Browns game.
Got in a fight with a Steelers fan.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Probably got in a fight.
I
Too
see.
bad
I
you
don't.
don't know
I
any.
could not see Cody fighting a soul.
See, yeah, I don't.
I
don't fight.
Cody. When we went to that Browns Steelers game, and I almost got into a fight.
No, he
Cody
didn't
had
cut-
my back.
Cody
did.
didn't almost fight him though.
But he
just
jumped
calm
in.
Down.
Hey,
Just calm
I was
down.
belly to belly
So
with
was
this guy.
I.
I was belly
Well,
to
that's
belly
because
with
his
that
belly
guy.
kind of stuck out a
Yeah,
little
that's
bit.
true. He was 3 feet taller than me, though.
But Cody was right there.
I appreciate that, Matt. I did
Hey,
have your back.
thank you.
Next question, Drew.
All right, last one.
Where you didn't even answer.
Yeah, Drew. Well, you
Yeah,
didn't
I
answer
said-
either.
I said
Nobody
it'd probably
answered.
be-
I said fight with Steelers
No,
fan.
not
you
you.
I
said,
said
Connor.
drugs.
you said drugs.
Yeah, I could
Yeah,
see that.
mine,
Drew
would,
said
mine would
fight.
probably be a fight.
Yeah, Drew would definitely be a fight.
Yeah,
All
probably
right.
with me. We talk shit to me.
God, you guys do go at it. Go ahead.
No, Matt.
Get arrested
alright,
for
Drew just kind of
stomping a
talks
cop's
shit. and-
ass.
Matt just, well, I don't know why I said Matt, but I just kinda,
He talks in third
take
person
it.
the rest of the show. That's the new rule.
All right, next question.
All right, last one. If you had to pick one sport to vanish to end COVID of the major three, what would it be?
Wait, what?
Football, baseball, basketball.
Basketball.
If you had to pick one sport that would never be played ever again to end COVID, what would it be?
Football, baseball, or basketball?
Football, baseball,
basketball.
Basketball.
You
definitely.
can't beat going to a baseball game with your friends. It might be boring to watch on TV.
Not even a question.
Football's not even a
basketball.
question.
See, mine was baseball.
See, I was
I could live
thinking
without baseball.
Baseball, but at the same time, I watch a lot more
I
baseball
see,
than I do
don't watch
The
Here's
basketball.
the-
only time I watch
But then-
basketball is the
I guess I
finals.
could have spun that different because if it was NBA, I'd sell out NBA,
NBA
quickly.
done, but March
College,
Madness.
But
Matt,
college
yeah.
basketball is different.
Okay.
Well, I thought we were talking about
still
professional.
would,
So we'll go professional, and I'll say NBA.
I would
Okay,
say
yeah.
NBA as well. I think
Yeah.
we're all on the same
even
page.
I
if
mean,
you
below
even if
that,
you threw
like-
an NHL, I would throw out the NBA.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
What do you bring to the table, Matt?
So you guys, hold on. I
Ill
forgot we were doing
prepared
this.
again.
No, I was ready, but then the questions threw me off. Anyway, so there was a guy. He's a former. I'm sure you guys all saw this on Facebook. He's a former football player, ex-Marine. Phillip Blanks was just out on a casual walk, and he in Phoenix, Arizona, and this
Okay.
apartment building was on fire.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
this
I did
lady
see that.
had
I saw
to
it.
end up throwing her 1-year-old daughter,
3-year-old.
I
Oh,
saw
but-
that.
a 3-year-old daughter, over the balcony. I hate everything about Drew. And she wasn't throwing it to him. There was a lady
Just
down there,
chucked it, dude.
saying, "Throw the baby," and then Philip immediately saw this lady was there. There's no way she's gonna. He just sprinted. I mean, he had to be the fastest guy alive and
Yeah.
caught this baby.
Naked?
I mean,
Why was it
inches.
naked, though? That was
So the diaper doesn't catch on fire, of course. So I don't know. But so,
hope
I mean,
not.
it was like inches from hitting the
Oh,
ground.
yeah. It
He
was
saved
that was
this
one of the
baby.
most insane.
The
things
girl
I've
ended up
seen.
dying. though.
Yeah, the mom ended
Did-
up dying.
did-
So
Really?
Wow.
because
Way to just shit on the story.
She
yeah.
threw the son off, which is who he caught, and then she went back in to save the daughter. And I don't think either of them
well,
made
she
I
it.
was
tried- No, I'm not
wondering
even gonna
what
make a
because
joke.
the building was fully engulfed, and I was wondering if she ended up jumping. There, I knew there was no way she was going to go inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, from what I read, she went in to save another sibling. I don't know if that sibling made it out or not, but
Well, that
tragic.
The video
either way.
itself was crazy.
Have-
Shout out to him for catching.
shout out
that
for
Yeah.
him
baby,
saving
though.
the baby. Rest in peace to the mother, and if the other daughter died, it just
Yeah,
Have
that's
you
makes the
guys-
story a little bit sadder. But
yeah, that's heroic though. Either
yeah,
way,
no,
Absolutely, for sure.
his actions. I mean, yeah, because if that baby would hit the ground, I can only imagine a 3-year-old falling from a 3-story building hitting
Right.
the ground.
Absolutely.
So.
Did you guys hear about the Glee actress who's missing?
Disappeared.
Yeah.
No, so they just found her in a lake.
They
Oh,
did find
really?
her.
Yeah,
I figured she
drowned.
drowned. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw they found the
kid
kid
asleep on the boat.
After
Yeah,
like
by
4
herself.
hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
I assume she jumped in and like hit her head on something. And
I
drowned.
don't. I've never watched that show, so I don't know who she is.
I don't
but
either.
it
Oh,
Oh
also-
yeah, I have no idea who.
So she was
is.
just out there by herself with her kid, just them
Yeah.
two, and that's it.
I
That
don't.
doesn't
I don't
make
know the
any sense.
details. I
No,
just
yeah,
got a
that's-
notification that she was
Why?
found. Her body was found.
Why? I don't understand.
Don't know.
Anyways, that was Bring It to the Table.
Matt
was-
just had to kill the whole vibe here, but
It was
it's
I
all
fun,
didn't.
good.
and then it went
I
downhill.
didn't know.
Matt
anybody
always
passed
has
them.
something depressing. Always.
It's my story of my life, guys.
Let's
okay?
move on, though. We're going to move on.
Let's kick it back up.
We have a new segment that we're adding to the show. This is actually going to be a future Ask the Boys segment. Somebody sent in for us to try a beer.
Justin Taylor.
We couldn't find that beer, so we bought a different beer.
Yeah, now we have a new segment
Yeah,
every
what
week.
the fuck?
Beer review. We're
So this
we're gonna get a
is-
6-pack every week.
Our new segment, Beer Review, brought to you by
Justin Taylor.
Justin Taylor. And the beer of the week is...
Fat Tire.
Crack 'em
Flat-
open, Matt.
Flat or fat?
Fat. F-A-T.
Fat Tire.
So what's gonna happen every week is we're gonna bitch at each other in our group chat that who's buying the
Who's
beer
buying
this
the
week,
beer?
who's buying the actual beer, and who's buying the test beer.
So what we want you guys to do is send in beer to us that we should try.
yeah, send us beer.
Send us beer and recommend beer. That'd be great.
I've never had a Bud Light, so if you'd like to send that
Matt
in,
unplugged my fucking mic.
I was about to say, why are you talking into his mic? Technical difficulties.
But yeah, so this week we got Fat Tire Amber Ale, established in 1991 Colorado. This is a new Belgium beer. But yeah, if you have a recommendation for us, make sure you send that in to us, and we'll give it a shot. So let's pop these bad boys open.
Hold on.
Since I didn't have a mic, I'll buy the beer every week. Okay, guys.
Bet. Let's go.
Clip that.
Hold on. 12 fluid ounces, 5.2% alcohol by volume. 1% of it goes to the planet. I don't know what that means, but it's on the bottle.
That means we have to pee into the grass after we drink.
We'll just take their word for that one.
All right, let's pop
You
these
know, we
bad
might
boys
even-
open.
Cracking some cold ones.
We might even turn this one into some vlog content, checking out some of the local breweries.
Smells good.
I doubt that.
Smells okay. Cool design. I like the logo. Red and blue. Amber Ale.
Just a
Go
bite.
Flyers.
You guys ready?
Cheers.
Let's
to
cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, Cavemen Media.
Cheers, boys.
Okay.
Fat Tire review.
Ready to go.
That's dog shit.
It's
Definitely an ale.
It's definitely. Is it an IPA?
No,
It's
don't
an
think it's an
ale.
IPA,
Cody
it's an
just
ale.
said
I didn't know there
amber
was a
ale.
difference.
I like it.
Tastes
I
like
like
an
I
IPA.
like it a
kinda
lot.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna finish
I didn't
this.
know this.
Connor was so against it.
Connor,
he didn't even
I think he's
taste it.
still out because he's
No.
drinking Coors Light
I don't know.
on the regular.
Yeah, so he
Okay,
drinks
all
it.
domestics taste the same. You can,
No.
No.
Coors
Yes.
Light tastes like fucking burnt shit, dude.
Hold
No,
on.
it literally all tastes the
I
same.
had Coors Light today for the first time ever, and it wasn't bad.
It
I mean,
literally
I
tastes
can't
the
tell the
same.
difference.
Miller Lite is the worst beer on this planet.
That is
Yes,
facts. That tastes like
absolutely.
piss water.
It is terrible.
This, however, Fat Tire.
Fat
You know
Tire.
what? I'm in.
The
I'm in.
second taste, I think I'm in.
It's good. I'll give it a 7.2 on the beer scale.
I'll go 6.4.
I'm gonna go like 6. Yeah.
I can make this an everyday beer. I'm gonna go 8.
Yeah, that should be the test. Could you drink this every day?
Yeah, I don't even know if I'm gonna finish it though. So
I don't think I
could
could-
sit back on the patio with a fat cigar, cruising,
Fat
listen to a
cigar.
podcast,
Podcast.
drinking a Fat Tire. I could do
See,
this every night.
I couldn't make
See-
this a daily beer, but this could be like a weekend or a beach beer.
This is like a Christmas, like take it to your
it
family's house
does have
type
a
of
Christmas feel to it. It does have a Christmas holiday
like
feel
when
to
you
it.
know,
that
like
lights you up. You
yeah,
know?
like, no, it's like you can't turn it up, so I'm just gonna grab a 6-pack type of beer.
Yeah, absolutely. Feels.
No,
I like it. I like
Send
it.
in your future beer requests. We're gonna try to stay away from the traditional Bud Light.
Yeah, no, don't.
the normal
Yeah,
stuff.
don't
obviously,
send that.
obviously.
Breweries, Fat Tire, I think is
Yeah.
a national brewery.
Yeah,
Anything,
Craft.
anything local in the Dayton area, we love to support local. So send those in. We truly appreciate that, because Lord knows we love a good beer.
Yeah. Ooh.
We
maybe,
love it to
maybe
crack
a little
cold
too
one.
much.
All right, so the other day we played some golf. So that vlog will be out later this week. You can check that out. We played 18 holes at Pipestone. I want to give a quick shout out to Stephanie, our cart lady.
Yeah, big shout out
Stephanie
to
is
Steph.
made the whole golf tournament.
Yep.
She's the real MVP.
Real
It wasn't a
MVP.
tournament,
Thank you to
but,
Stephanie.
She
Yeah.
kept the beers coming.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
she
was.
She brought us some dogs
Dude,
too.
those hot dogs.
She
Yeah.
brought us hot dogs, beer. I mean, we played 18 holes. We probably saw her how many times? 6 times through 18
Probably.
holes.
Yeah, she was just flying
She
around
was
on that
on
golf
it,
cart.
dude.
Throwing
She came by
beers
the first
around.
She just throwing us beer.
Yeah.
Literally, you can see the video. She literally just started throwing us
Drew
beer.
told her, "I do not want to have no beer in my hand," and
Yeah.
she saw one and just
She
chucked
said,
it out.
Drew
the
said,
thing.
if you see me on a tee box and I don't have a beer in my hand, we got a problem. She said, you got it. She comes driving by. We're
About
walking up
100
to the
miles an
tee
hour.
box. Beers flying.
It was funny though, because when she was pulling up and I was gonna ask her about the hot dogs, I was like, "Hey, no chance you got some dogs on there?" And she goes, "No, but I can go get you some." And I was like, "All right, bet." And she just looked at me like, "What the fuck does that
Yeah,
mean?"
no. So me and Cody are like probably 50 yards ahead of them, and I was like, he totally just said, "You got some dogs
Yeah,
on there?" He's like,
I'm
he's like, he
like-
did not. I'm like, yeah, he did.
I'm,
He
I'm-
did.
I'm getting ready to chip on the green, and Connor, you got any hot dogs? And then you guys get up to the green. I'm like, dude, you guys ordered hot dogs? That's sweet. And then you're like, oh, we only got 2.
Hey,
Assholes.
how was I supposed to know you wanted some dogs?
Why wouldn't I
it
want a
was
hot
good-
dog?
It was a good hot dog.
It's a real simple
Should've
answer to
asked.
that
Was
question.
I born
Connor.
in America?
Should I ask?
I want a hot dog.
She asked you, I'm sure. Did you guys need anything? Because she slowed down when she went by, and you guys said no.
Well, I didn't
So-
know Stephanie was going to be the type of person that she was and bring us a hot dog. So
Well, neither did we, but we shot our
Yep,
shot.
that's true. Shout out to Stephanie. Back to the golf though. We played golf.
I did amazing.
Matt played well. He played well. He shot 142 on the day.
That
for
was
18
very
holes.
generous.
Yeah,
Very.
he DNF'd a lot of holes. Did not finish.
2.
I feel like it was more than 2.
No, I feel like I finish everything I start.
Literally every
Except for
fucking
2.
hole, Matt would tee off. Like, where'd your shot go? Like, oh, right up there on the fairway. Yeah, I'm just gonna drop
Connor
off
just-
right there.
Connor, just shut up.
It got to the point where
Hold on, the
Connor
best-
would just not even stop to look for Matt's ball.
No, yeah,
the
the last hole I shot one of his good orange balls, and we went driving by and said, well, fuck the orange ball, I
we
guess.
got across the bridge because you're not gonna stop for mine. And I was like, well, you didn't fucking say anything.
I said, hey, Matt, where are you at? He goes, apparently we don't stop for mine anymore.
every hole you would just throw your ball right by mine. And the best part, I would be like maybe a couple yards like out of the fairway, and Matt would just toss his right in the fairway.
Well, a lot
Call it a
of my
day.
tosses didn't even make the fairway, though.
That's
No.
true. I had a hell of a day though. I played well for
Cody-
not playing regular golf.
Yeah, I just want to put out there, Cody, probably like top 5 worst people to play golf with.
Why?
Take
Yeah,
it too serious, man.
Yeah.
I didn't even take it that
No,
serious.
so
Yes, you
listen,
did.
So
Towards
listen.
the end, he got a little serious.
I
So
got
listen.
serious on the last hole, and I drained about
No.
a 20-foot
On the-
putt to win
No.
against
No,
you.
hold on.
on the,
For
front,
birdie.
on the front 9, you did bad on one hole, and you were in a shitty mood for the next hole.
I will debunk the Cody is not serious during golf theory because, I'm just chilling, having a good time. So
yeah,
I'm like,
you couldn't even
I'm
keep
gonna-
your car.
He brought a fucking rangefinder.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah, he was out there like,
A lot
You
of
know.
people have range finders.
I kick on a little country music, throw it in the cart.
Turn
that was
He's
not
like,
country
turn it
music.
off. He's like, turn it off. Well, it'll be all right as long as I'm not hitting the ball. Then you can have it on. I'm like, what?
Well, first of all, it wasn't just
it
country
was like
music.
stuff
It
you
was
hear in
some.
Gatlinburg.
It was some
moonshine.
bluegrass.
No, it
Tyler
was
Childers.
Tyler
What do you mean?
Childers,
Yeah.
dude.
And
He's
when
fucking
I'm-
amazing.
When
Also-
I'm 180 out with a 5-iron, I don't need that shit in my ear.
I can't prove it, but we were on a par 3, and we were doing the closest to the pin challenge, right?
Mm-hmm.
Me and Cody hit the exact same shot. All of a sudden, I pull up after looking for Matt's ball. And Cody's like, "Oh, yeah, I don't know where the fuck your ball went."
I swear I looked for your ball, and I
he
think
picked that shit up and threw it in the woods.
I do think I had one of the best shots of all time, and even the Ranger
which one?
said it.
Oh,
that
yeah.
one shot, it was 3 trees put together. In the middle, it had like where they came together. The ball went directly into the
You
tree,
hit it right at the
into
Ranger,
the middle.
and he just like does a little swift like sidestep and dodges the ball.
it was,
No, the start of that hole, I'm like, so the Ranger's standing there looking at us on the tee box. I'm like, somebody's gonna hit him. He better watch the fuck out. And I drive, Cody drives, Connor drives, and then Matt's up. And I'll be damned if he doesn't hit it for a fucking beeline
So,
right at the course ranger.
it's par 5, number 6, and we all tee off like Drew said. And I'm walking back to the car. I'm not watching Matt's ball because typically it goes about 30 yards and we'll find it. This time he actually gets a hold of it, and 120 yards out's the park ranger, and Matt almost drills him. I'm like, Matt, you gotta yell 4 as the ball's going straight to his knees.
From Ranger to Ranger, he knew it was
He said,
coming.
"I thought that was only if you're gonna hit him."
I get over there, I'm like, I'm
Oh,
really
wait.
sorry
Yeah.
about that, sir. He's like, oh, it's fine.
The hole before that,
Connor about smoked me.
dude. Yeah. So Matt, Cody, Andrew were all like right in front of me, zigzagged. I was like, you know what? I told them all. I was like, I'm hitting the ball. So I fucking smacked the ball. Literally, if Drew didn't see it, it would have hit him straight in the
Oh,
forehead.
yeah, he would have fucking fell. Like, He would have been
Yeah.
out cold.
For sure. Hell of a day, though.
Wow.
Hell of a day. Make sure you check out the vlog coming soon.
I can't wait for that.
So we talked earlier in the show about K-Babe's podcast. Something also that we want to do on our podcast is just talk about shit wives do.
Yeah.
Shit that our ladies do. I got one
Great
for
segment
you.
for me to go use the bathroom.
I got one for you. Every time I get in the car, no gas.
Absolutely. Every
My
single
God.
time.
I don't think Brooke knows gas stations exist. I think she just thinks she gets in the damn car
And it drives.
there's gas.
It drives.
Like someone
yeah.
comes in the middle of the night and fills it up.
Absolutely.
No, hold on. Please tell me if you guys see this excuse or hear this excuse. They'll always be like, the gas light just came on as I was pulling up to home.
Yeah, and it has 4 miles to empty.
Yeah, I get in the car the other day on Friday to drive to Drew's house. I got 6 miles till E. I'm like, well, not gonna fucking make it. Better get some gas.
Yeah.
So what I do?
Yeah.
Fill her up.
That's Chelsea's always. It just came on as I pulled up at home. I'm like, no, it didn't. You have 3 miles till E. We have a gas station a mile, and I don't know if I want to make it.
Well, it kicks on at 50 miles in our car. I don't know if it's the same for every car.
It's about
Mine's
35, 40.
Ours is between 50 and 40 is where ours usually kicks on. So
Yeah, so, I mean,
and it's always well below
So
that.
you drove 44 miles with that light on.
Brooke usually lets the light come on. She'll text me that day and even tell me, hey, the gas light's on in my car. And then I get home and still get in the car and it's on E.
Well, yeah, she told you, so that next time you
so
go,
she drives the 30 miles home. Ugh.
Yeah, because heaven forbid we stop. I mean,
I
way
know.
too much time, dude.
Yep,
I know.
for sure.
We don't.
I made her get out the other day. She did it to me when we were driving together. I made her get out and pump.
That's
I
disrespectful.
got a great story about Kaylee pumping gas.
Oh,
Go ahead.
do tell.
Is that what they
So-
call it
Now I'm gonna go to
nowadays?
the bathroom.
Yeah, pumping gas. So no, we were going to a Blue Jackets game. First game she was ever gonna go to.
Oh, I know this one.
Yeah, it was brutal. So I just want to say I was having a real bad day. So I was just in a shitty mood. We're pumping gas. Well, she's pumping gas. I go inside to buy some shit. I come out. She's like just has the fucking thing out and it's just going everywhere. Like it was just going everywhere. Like what the fuck are you doing? It was all over her. She smelled like gasoline the entire time. And I went off on her a little bit and then she was in a shitty mood the whole time. So it kind of ruined the night. But excuse me, we get to the game and she's finally coming around after I yelled at her and we're having a good time. And all of a sudden we hear the person behind us. She goes, "Man, smells like fucking gasoline."
She spilled gas
I don't know what happened.
all
but
over
literally,
herself,
it was
and you
just
went to an NHL
everywhere.
game.
Everywhere, yeah.
So did she? Did she click it before she put it in?
I have no idea. No, I put it in. All she had
Okay.
to do was wait for it to click.
Take it
and
out.
Take it out, put it back in, shut the thing, get in the fucking car. I don't know what happened. I
Yeah,
came
what did
out.
she do?
I don't know. I literally have no idea.
She had to have pulled it out while it was still
So
pumping.
here's what she did. She pulled it out after it clicked off
And
and
pressed
didn't
it.
unclick it, and she pulled it out.
No, but it stops once you. Even if it's clicked, it still will stop. Once it hits the thing, it
Yeah.
stops.
I don't know.
She had to have pressed the handle while she was pulling it out.
She had to have.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was
Rookie.
a rough
Smell
one.
of
though.
gas though. When
Yeah.
I got
hate
way
it.
too mad.
When it gets on
See-
my shoes, I'm like,
So I got
I
this.
honestly like the smell of it.
I like
Yeah.
it, but it'll kill you.
Oh,
It'll
it will.
suck you out.
Yeah, you get
I mean, yeah,
gas in the
it'll fucking
car.
kill
you.
You
Yeah.
get
Light
windows
bulb.
up.
I got a good story about that. So it was 2 or 3 weeks ago. I'm going to Walmart because ultimate dad move. I gotta have my 2-cycle gas mixed with gas oil mixed. Goes in your weed eater, your blower, shit like that.
Your
Sure,
weed
I have
eater.
no idea what you're talking about.
I have
Mine's
to
a-
put
mine's
something
a
in my
battery.
gas for weed eater.
Okay, so it's gas and oil. Regardless, gas and oil mixed goes in your equipment.
Sure.
Usually small engines. Okay, so I go to Walmart and when I get there, Chelsea sends me a fucking laundry list of shit I need to get because that's just what they do. So I'm walking around getting it, and I keep going, God damn, it smells like fucking gas in here.
Hell
I'm
yeah,
like,
brother.
God, I'm like, God, I say it not say it, but in my head 4 or 5 times, and then I realize the little, bottle of gas I have is literally leaking all over me.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm like,
So you went to, what'd you say, Walmart?
yeah.
You took
And
the gas
you
in with you?
Yeah, you just took it in with you?
No, they sell it in little canisters. It's because it's mixed with oil for small engines. So you get it. I don't mix it myself. I just buy it pre-made. And
That's
You
why I
can-
thought you went to the gas station.
no,
got
I
it,
didn't
and
know you
just
could do
carried it
that.
around Walmart.
yeah,
See, when I mix for my weed eater, I'm always afraid I'm gonna put too much in.
yeah, you can buy it pre-made bottles at Walmart. That's what I
Good
was
to
doing.
know. Good to
So I'm
know.
walking around fuck, God damn, something's going on. It smells like gas in here. And then as soon as I get in the car, I call Chelsea. I'm like, yeah, I'm a dumbass. I'm just walking around thinking it smells like gas in Walmart, not realize I'm leaking it all over myself.
What'd you do? Take that one back and get a new one?
Oh yeah,
At least you
absolutely.
didn't go up, at least you didn't go up to the manager and be like, "Hey guys, it smells like gas in here."
You got a match on it.
She was like, that's unfortunate. I'm like, yeah, next time you have an issue, let me say, that's unfortunate, and see how that goes for
I'm
me.
so sorry that happened to you.
She's like, you don't even care about my feelings.
You better hope she don't listen to this podcast.
See, I could say whatever I want because mine doesn't
Same.
listen.
Same.
My wife, she probably listens to 50% of this
Shout out to
podcast.
Taylor.
She's probably at 50%. Chelsea's probably at 40%.
Brooke's
Yeah.
at 0.
Brooke's
Doesn't even
at-
know I do a podcast.
She doesn't even know where I'm at right now.
Do you guys know that Frisch's big boy is dead?
No. So
Like
I thought they were just adding
the
a girl.
big boy is dead.
Big boy is dead.
Frisch is still around, which I think was dead well before I even moved
I
to
was like,
Ohio.
Frisch's is a dog shit restaurant. So.
The only thing they got going for them is good ice.
No,
They
the
got
breakfast buffet, dude.
Their
The
ice
breakfast
is the
buffet is
worst.
banging.
I'll be honest, Frisch's is so bad.
They got the crinkle cut
It's
fries.
so
that's about
bad.
It.
It's
so
literally awful.
I've had
so
it
bad.
So
one
hold on,
time.
two
Kaylee
things.
loves it.
Two things. Their cheese sticks, bangers.
Really?
Go get them.
Big cheesesteak
White
guy.
Castle
Oh, yeah.
has
Oh, go get
cheese
the
sticks or steaks.
mozzarella sticks.
Oh, I thought you
yeah, I
said
was gonna-
cheesesteak.
Mozzarella sticks.
I
Go
fucking
get them.
hate cheese sticks.
Will change your life.
Nope.
Second, their chili spaghetti is very, very good.
Yep, out on that too.
Yeah, they've been dead long before they're gonna get rid of the big boy.
Yeah, so Big Boy's out, and in comes a nice lady named Dolly. They are replacing Big Boy with Dolly.
So like
Hold on,
just
one more thought, one
just
more
the
thought
like
here.
mascot.
just
or
the
whatever?
mascot, yeah. So the mascot is dead.
They're
Frisch's.
vanilla
What do you
Coke.
mean he died? Like did they just kill him?
No, I
off?
didn't say he was. I meant like
So
figuratively
just
he is
why-
dead.
I thought they were
Why
just
though?
adding the woman.
No, Big
to
Boy
him.
is
No,
out.
the Big Boy's
Big
out,
Boy's
but-
out. Dolly is in.
Was there a
So
push
what
to
is the
get
big
him
boy
out?
now?
I don't know. They got. I guess it's the Big Dolly. I don't know.
No,
They're-
I bet you they dropped that big name.
So I said
Just
some
Dolly.
things.
The Dolly
but
Burger.
Top of
That's-
all, their vanilla Coke is.
So I've heard
Second.
that.
I
none.
personally cannot name one thing that's good at Frisch's. I've never even had a Big Boy.
I had Frisch's
never
one
either.
I can name
time.
numerous things that's bad, including starting with the
The
service.
service. Remember we
Oh,
went there
yeah.
that one
It's
time as a
absolutely
family
awful. Oh,
with,
yeah.
with my mom and my sister and me and Connor.
And our mom and
the
our sister,
service was god awful.
God awful. Yep.
Terrible.
We literally went in and they were like, "We close at 8, just so you know." It was like 7 o'clock, and we were like,
Cool.
"Oh, okay.
know-
Like, do you want a service?"
Yeah,
or
like
not?
you're basically fast food. So
Yeah.
crank it
It's
out.
awful,
We'll get the
yeah.
fuck out of
They
here.
have terrible chocolate Coke too.
Chocolate Coke.
Well,
It's
I
not
mean-
a
Well,
real thing.
they're-
I had an asshole at work. They made
Anywhere
chocolate Coke.
has awful
Yeah.
chocolate Coke.
If
Yeah.
there's one thing you guys can do, go to Frisch's, get a
Yep.
vanilla Coke.
I'm out.
I'm serious.
I mean, if you bring it,
Vanilla,
I'll try
vanilla
it, but
Coke is my favorite.
other
Coke,
than that,
so.
I'm
Oh,
out.
get
so.
a vanilla Coke. It is.
Well, I
the
know
greatest, the
Frisch's got
greatest
rid of
vanilla
Coke.
Yeah,
went
they brought it
Pepsi,
back.
and then they brought it back.
Do you guys know what a mukbang is?
What?
A mukbang.
sounds like an
it's
Asian
way
porno.
more innocent than you think. It is.
No idea.
It's literally a thing on YouTube where people just like eat a shit ton of food, and people just watch them eat
Can we
a
do a
shit ton of food.
mukbang for
That's
one
what
of
I was
our
gonna say. Let's
episodes?
just do a
Yeah,
mukbang.
do that every day.
Do
What
that
do
on
you
YouTube. People watch you just eat food.
I mean, if that's gonna make them listen to this podcast, sure, we'll
mukbang it.
we'll bring
And
in a
there's-
couple big boys and
There's also
smash them.
I don't know if you know what ASMR is, but there's ASMR where people eat food and.
It sounds
and
like you're
listen
in the
to it.
weird porn, dude.
Yeah, what are you
It's not
watching?
porn, bro.
What are you watching?
No, I don't listen to that shit. I'm just saying it exists
I never
You
heard
I've
of
never
that.
heard of that.
know it exists for some reason.
You must
because I'm on YouTube fucking 80% of the day.
you must get in the weird realms of shit.
Oh yeah, I'm on weird part of YouTube all day long.
Yeah, see, people talk about going into like wormholes on YouTube and stuff. I just never
Dude.
got into.
See,
No.
that's
I don't get
just
into
what I
anything
do.
like that.
See,
since
I do that
was,
on
like,
TikTok.
I'm
15
super
years
into to stand-up comedy right now.
Yeah,
Like
I'm
obsessed
way out
with
on
Oh,
stand-up
Cody.
comedy.
So
I
you
hate
can vouch to
stand-up
that.
comedy.
This is not happening. Great
good.
series of stand-up.
Some
So-
of them are good. The big names are good. I listened to
don't
a couple
listen to the
more
little
that
ones.
weren't very good. But yeah,
But basically, what it is, because I'm sure you guys don't know, it's these comics, and they tell a story of like probably the craziest night out they've ever had.
yeah, I love it. I
It
love
is
stand-up
hilarious.
comedy.
That's
I'm all in
fucking
right now.
hilarious.
You guys got anything anything else before we close it up?
Let me look at my notes here.
Matt the Ranger,
Nope,
you got anything?
that's it.
Ranger time this week.
Hold on, I just want to show you guys my notes.
Hold on. I want to ask you a quick question before we do. Matt, you have a Ranger time?
I mean, I had a drunk piss all over.
Where's the
floor
one you
and-
said that was coming up? You were
So-
going to court
I think
for. and-
it's okay to announce that is Ranger time dead?
Pretty much.
It's pretty much dead.
If
and
I-
that's sad
it will
because that's
be-
like our top 3 segment
You know,
for this
I want to
show.
say it died when Cody stopped playing the sound effect.
I'm
Cody
very
killed Ranger Time.
Facts.
I fully disagree with
Hashtag
you because
Cody
every
killed
week-
Ranger
That's not true. Hold the fucking phone.
to go,
Because
dude.
every week before we start the show, I say, Matt, do you have a Ranger
you
time?
didn't do it this
And
week.
he's gotten because I know it's dead because I knew on today's show I was going to announce that Ranger time is
Okay,
dead.
so if the fans want Ranger Time to keep going, I will come up with random police stories, not from me to tell, but
I
only
think
if, only if the
I'm
people
fine
want
with
What
it.
that.
happened to the one like
I'm
6
fine with
weeks
that.
ago?
It's still
You
going.
said
It's still going through court.
We have a killer Ranger time coming soon. All right, so I will tweet on the Cavemen Media account. I'll tweet it. I'll put it on Instagram. Is Ranger time dead?
With the hashtag Cody killed Ranger
Just
time.
know,
No.
just
No,
know, if
no,
Ranger
no.
Time dies, the logo dies.
No,
and
no,
it's
no,
the
no, no,
sweetest
no.
logo we have.
What do we got to do to keep Ranger time alive? That's what I'm asking. How many retweets? How many likes do we need for
I'm
Ranger
gonna set
time
the
to
bar
come
low.
back?
I want at least 10 retweets.
10 retweets,
We'll go 25 likes.
25 likes on Instagram for Ranger time to come back next week.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, so we agreed on that, right? Mac, it doesn't have to be his story, but any police
Yes,
story, period.
absolutely. And if we get those and then we have a show and Matt doesn't have a Ranger time, we're fully in agreement that we get to just curb stomp Matt.
No,
I
we
mean,
get
hold
to
on.
we get to
What's
come up
different
with
than the other
no. We get to come up with something Matt has to do, and it's like Impractical Jokers. We got a punishment,
Yep.
and he
Punishment.
cannot disagree with our
If
punishment.
you
Thank
show
God we didn't
up
do the first one
in
at the
that
cornhole.
door right there of this studio and you don't have a Ranger time, done. Punishment.
All right, deal.
You're going in the public and doing something fucking
But
weird. That's what we got to
With
say
that
about
being
it.
said, you better have the goddamn
Oh,
soundtrack loaded.
whoa.
Easy with the GD.
Yeah,
You better
bro.
have that
Chill,
sound.
bro.
You've already dropped it once.
The
but
sound will be ready to go. It's ready
I
to
didn't
go right
say the
now.
GD.
But
Oh,
you-
yeah, play it right now.
my computer
That's
died.
what I fucking
Yeah.
thought.
There it is, right there. You're welcome. All right, that's the end of the show. Last things. Shout out to Nick and Sarah for having a baby.
yeah, I
Shout
met
out
her
to
yesterday. Little baby Emery.
Emery.
She's
hell of a name.
adorable.
She's very smiley
Yeah,
on the social
she-
media so
absolutely.
far.
She's a smiling person.
It's like
So
6
is
days old.
Callie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Big
shout out to them.
Big appreciation to Joey Gase again.
Yep, absolutely. Shout out to
Joey, Dewey, booby.
Cut that out.
Joey
Shout out
Gase.
to Joey Gase, car
Appreciate
number
ya.
51.
Support
good
him.
luck this week.
Yeah, absolutely.
support
He's
him.
racing at Bristol on Wednesday the 15th. You can catch that on FS1. Joey Gase, driver of the 51 car NASCAR Cup Series, joined us earlier in the show. Make sure you guys give a shout out to him. Tweet at him.
Yeah.
First of many verified guests.
Yeah.
We'll
First
have
blue
him
check
on the
mark.
show again and then many more.
Yeah,
Verified
absolutely. So, yeah, we appreciate it. We appreciate you guys for listening. Cornhole tournament coming up. Make sure you guys
Be
are there.
there or be square.
This is the last
That's
podcast
right.
before the tournament. So, if you
So next week
Here
you'll
we
hear
go.
about the fun times we had, and if you weren't there, you're gonna hate
you
your
missed
life.
out. If you beat me in cornhole, you can come on this podcast.
I
We
don't know
don't
how
have-
we're
we
gonna
don't
have
have that
20
many
guests on the
microphones.
podcast.
We're gonna have a fucking line going out the door.
No. Okay, how about the champion of the cornhole tournament?
Yeah, we'll have them on.
Can come
That's
on
a
the
good
show.
idea. Let's have the winners of the show.
All right,
of
let's
the
do
tournament
it
on the
next
show.
week. Look forward to it. That's been the podcast. We appreciate you guys. Make sure you rate, subscribe, and review. Follow us at Cavemen Media. Follow me at Sports.Ohio, at Matt the Ranger, at Drew Layton 11, at Real Connor Gray. Have a good week. ELE.
Everybody love everybody.
Connor,
Bye.
play some music. So I was listening to this podcast, and they're talking about butt stuff. So I wanted to see if you guys into
For
butt
random
stuff.
butt stuff.
Cody
Yeah.
wants the story that he heard this weekend. What he really wants out of that.
Oh, I forgot about that. No, I totally forgot about that. This was legit
Oh,
on a
God.
podcast that I was listening to, and you just told me a whole nother thing. And yeah, so go ahead, Drew. Take the floor here.
I don't know that we
I'm
need to go into
nervous.
that.
Oh, my God.
That might be an after
I don't
the
know.
recording
Yeah,
deal. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll skip your story, but just
Keep that in mind, because I would like to know what's
butt
going
stuff.
on there.
Butt stuff.
I personally, I'm not a big fan, but if I'm drunk enough, it is. What
Hear
it
me
is.
out. I like big butts, and I cannot lie. However, in the
So hold on.
Hold on, what are you trying to say?
I just took that as Connor. Like, if I'm really drunk, I like stuff in my butt. But if not,
No, I'm not
That's
talking
kinda
about
what I-
Hold on.
I took out of that.
No.
Hold the phone. I'm
You're-
not
you're
talking
thinking
about
what you
your
want me
own
to say.
buttholes. I ain't talking about your own butthole. I'm talking about the ladies.
So on Poppy,
I'm still out.
I'm gonna
I'm
say
still
I'm into it.
Yeah. So since Brooke isn't listening, as you claim,
She doesn't
Yeah.
listen to shit, so
Yeah, they talk about you guys fucking all the time. Let's see what you guys
yeah,
gotta
what,
say.
what do you got on
I'm
butt
all into
stuff,
the
Matt?
little ass game. All in.
I gotta say, I'm very happy Kaylee's not on that podcast.
Yes, I mean, I've just never been there.
We've
I guess
dabbled.
I could say.
I'll throw it out like that.
We haven't been there.
It's not bad. You guys would enjoy it, maybe.
Yeah.
We've
Alright.
dabbled. I'll give you guys a story later.
Story coming after the podcast.
If you guys keep listening, one day maybe I might.
I don't know if I want to
Cavemen
hear
Media
'cause
with that story.
You have
It'll
about
have to
100
be-
thoughts going through my mind of what could have happened.
It'll have to be another, Saturdays are for the boys episode,
Oh yeah. We get another Saturdays for the boys episode.
Shit's coming out.
I will share the
All
butt
right.
stuff
So
story.
if you're listening to this
Well.
right now, that was your this week's bloopers. We're gonna actually start the beginning. of that.
Title of this episode, butt stuff, question mark?
I would not. See how
Matt's
we're
down.
interviewing a NASCAR
Oh,
driver.
yeah, you're right,
So
you're right.
probably shouldn't do that.
Yeah, you should do.
Just cut this whole
Joey
thing.
Gase interview. ...
Butt
stuff?
stuff?
Question mark.
A hell of a headline.
That's
Jo-
it. That's
Joey be
it.
on ESPN.
Joey Gase would never talk to us again. I hope Joey Gase didn't make it this far into the podcast. All right, here we go.